hectic.
So how's everybody doing?
Good.
So we're about to get into our next challenge, and you want to earn your next puzzle piece for your map. And this is for your Northwest Province piece of your puzzle. It is called Pull It or Lose It. Contestants, 9 provinces. Welcome to Mission Mzansi Season 2. Now, obviously, it's all about touch, it's all about listening, it's all about making sure that you get all of the criteria of this particular challenge right, because you obviously want to remake and basically emulate what our clay master is going to be showing us. And I think it's the perfect time for me to introduce you as well as hand you over to Paul. So please put your hands together for Paul. So Paul is going to be showing you exactly what to do. And once again, please listen carefully. And then right after he's done with a little bit of a crash course, I'll be giving you guys more information on this particular challenge.
Welcome to the Millstone Pottery here in McGregor.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy this challenge.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is clay out of the bag. Now what I've got to do is I've got to quickly wake the clay up. So we can make a very basic handle by just rolling the clay and attaching that onto the pot. That's one way of doing it. But for this challenge, you've got to learn how to pull the clay. Okay, so the water is there. Like this, you can't really pull the clay, it tears. So what we do is we lubricate our hand and the clay. Oops. And that enables us to milk or pull out a strap. Okay, so it's a bit more of a sophisticated method of creating a handle. So that's what I call a blank. That's a blank handle. Okay, so what we have to remember is that this is the only, well, there's two things. There's salt glaze, which is a firing process, and there's strap handles. They are Western. Everything else that you see around here is Eastern, comes from the East. This is called the scoring implement, scoring tool. And with the jug, you don't put the handle at the bottom, you put the handle at the top, right? So what one does is I'll turn this so that you guys can see, is that you roughen up the two spots where the handle's going to attach and where it's going to end. There's a container of slip. Slip is liquid clay that has a lot of water in it. So that's the potter's glue. And then I'm going to stick the bottom. Okay, so basically it's on. And pottery like this is very interesting because we're using earthenware. And earthenware is probably one of the first clays that human beings use to make pots. You do the same sort of thing with a cup, except it's smaller. And remember, you've got a medium and a large. Okay, so you've got two sizes. And what I've done is I've just given you a rough guesstimate on the canvas. So the people that, or the guys that are going to partake in this, you can practice a few and then choose the best one. You don't have to go with the first one that you make. What this sausage does is it joins the one to the other. Okay, it takes up that space. So I put one there and one underneath.
Paul, thank you so much for such a detailed demo. I'm sure the guys are going to use it in making sure that they pull their handles for their pots. Now guys, remember, you have an hour for this challenge, and this is a less is more challenge. So that means this time, in each team, you have to choose 3 players. But in that team, there has to be 1 presenter and 2 contestants. So you need to choose carefully who's going to be taking part in this particular challenge. And just a reminder, you have an hour for this challenge, and your time starts now.
Hectic.